In fact, PDP spokesperson Rafi Ahmad has also said, and I'm quoting him here from our side, Hurriyat leaders are free to go where they want to. It is rather unfortunate that the talks are coming under complications. Talks must happen. In fact,
I'm joined by the senior party leader of PDP, Mr. Rafi Ahmad Sahab. In the light of the developments that are taking place now, that the MEA has formally advised Pakistan not to meet Hurriyat leaders. Do you think this is something which puts the entire, concept of these talks under a little bit of more complicated situation?
Yes, of course, it has happened the way people have apprehended it yesterday also. Because the way things happened last year, it is following the same route. Very recently I heard that there have been some decision, not a decision in fact, but a warning from MEA, and they want that such meeting between the consultation between the Hurriyat people should not take place. It will be very unfortunate, because after long a period of 1 year we had expected that level of talks at NSA level will take place and we will reach somewhere. But it will be very unfortunate, as I had mentioned before also, that care should have been taken in a way that, because it was a very bigger issue, smaller issue should have been brushed aside, and I think that has not happened.
Do you think meeting Hurriyat should have been made as or should be made as a bone of contention here?
If you think the larger interest of nation here in India and for Pakistan also, the way people want that the two countries must come together, and the decision was taken in UFA and a meeting was held in UFA. I think smaller issues should have been kept aside. But nevertheless, it has been happening, and it is very unfortunate for the people of Jammu and Kashmir, because last a day before in Uri, our Chief Minister Mufti Sahab also said that we wanted beginning and continuation of the talks from the day it stopped, that is somewhere from 2005 to 2008. It had picked up, and there were less problems on border, less problems here also. So I think it's that way.
At this point of time, what is the state government's point of view on it? Would Hurriyat leaders be allowed to go to Delhi?
I think our role is key now, because state government has to do nothing with this. It is a decision between Pakistan and Indian Union government, because they have to take a decision on this, whether they call Hurriyat people, they will allow them to talk or not. Our role is over now. We have nothing to do with this.
But there won't be any house arrest like it happened yesterday.
Yeah, I don't. That's very immaterial. It is our desire and our utmost effort is that talks must take place. But it is beyond us now. The state has to do nothing with this.
Thank you very much. That was Rafi Ahmad Sahab giving us his perspective on the entire issue. With cameraman Tariq, Shujaul Haq in Srinagar for India Today.
Okay, interesting developments there, with the Hurriyat leaders all set to meet the Pakistani National Security Advisor Sartaj Aziz. This before his scheduled meeting with the National Security Advisor of India, Ajit Doval, over the 23rd and 24th, over those very crucial NSA level talks. Shuja Al-Haq joins us for more. Shuja, very interesting developments there. Hurriyat leaders, planning to go ahead with the talks, and also planning to arrive at the national capital, and all of this is coming despite India issuing that very stern warning to Pakistan, advising them not to meet the Hurriyat leaders.
That's right, Avantika. In fact, complications seem to have sort of engulfed these talks once again. With the Minister of External Affairs formally issuing an advisory to Pakistan for not meeting Hurriyat leaders, and at the same time Hurriyat leaders planning their visit. In fact, they've come out very clearly and said that they have their itinerary planned, and the government, Jammu and Kashmir government, also saying that Hurriyat leaders are free to go where they wanted to go. Yesterday they were house arrested, but immediately after that there was some talk between the state government and the central government, and the state government persuaded the centre that there would be no house arrest. So this makes the entire issue all the more interesting. If Hurriyat leaders are able to go to Delhi and then they meet Sartaj Aziz on Sunday, what will be the fate of the talks that are likely to happen on 24th is something that is very, very important. Now that Government of India has officially come out, it will be imperative for Pakistan's government to also react to it, and that's where the entire question mark lies now. If Pakistan chooses to react the way it wants to and puts its foot down and says that meeting Hurriyat was important, then there could be some sort of a complication that these talks would fall into once again. All eyes definitely on what will be the outcome of these reactions and counter reactions. But on the ground here in Kashmir, while the Hurriyat leadership is all set to go to Delhi to meet Sartaj Aziz, the government, state government is also not sort of very keen to put them under any sort of restrictions for movement. So this makes it all the more interesting, and we'll be only waiting and watching for the developments to happen from here on.
Well, pressure is also mounting on the government, isn't it? It's interesting to see how, the PDP, the government there in Jammu and Kashmir, have completely distanced themselves and leaving it to the government and for the Pakistan side to decide what to do with the Hurriyat top guns. Tell us, Shuja, are you seeing strains emerging within the, the BJP-PDP alliance? Because after that dramatic detention scene that we saw in Kashmir, with both the Chief Minister and his daughter raising strong protests over the house arrest and detentions.
That's right. There are clear, indications of, lack of understanding between the PDP and the BJP, and also between the centre and the state on this issue. Yesterday, when all the leaders were put under house arrest and some of them arrested as well, there was a massive reaction on the ground, and it was after a few hours only that PDP leadership decided that this was going against their, public posturing and the way they had been carrying out their political party's message. That's why perhaps they decided that it's best for them not to fall into it and let Hurriyat leaders be free, and if at all there is a decision of restricting their movement, probably it could be done out of Kashmir by the centre directly. So that seems to be the viewpoint here. But yes, to be specific to your question, there does seem to be a difference of perception and understanding of this issue. Right. While PDP doesn't want to be seen as the party in the state which was against these talks, at the same time the partner BJP clearly has a different point of view.
All right, Shuja, thanks so much for joining us, getting us all of those updates. So the Hurriyat leaders there, they are absolutely hell-bent to meet the Pakistan National Advisor, who will be coming for the very crucial NSA level talks at Sartaj Aziz. So they will be arriving in the national capital. The big question is now, what really steps will be taken by the national government, by the BJP government, to avoid such a meeting?